Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented, never before seen or heard. While the United States of America, the West, and therefore Europe, and others are trying to find the culprit of those who are affecting their international communication system, while the searches are underway to find out who is behind the excessive cuts and damage of the undersea cables that allow the transport of the internet, that allow the transport of energy and everything during this time. China breaks its silence. For the first time in the world, Russia presents to the entire world, especially to the Westerners, what it is capable of in terms of official disruptions of global communication lines. China takes the responsibility upon itself to show up without claiming that it is at the root. Interruptions. But China warns and shows the world what it is capable of. It is a military device, never designed by any nation in the world, that China has presented. And the world is surprised. What is it about concretely? Ladies, young ladies and gentlemen, in the context of this video conference, this is indeed what we are going to talk about. But you know the principle before continuing. I ask you to subscribe, invite your friends to subscribe, but above all, share this video conference as much as possible. Yes, the youth must stay informed. And to stay better informed, it's here and nowhere else, here on the Tribune of Awakening Consciousness. For all those who have just arrived, my name is Robert Théa, civil status, president of the emerging political party in the Republic of Guinea, called the Citizens Party, at the service of the Republic. I am a professor in the Faculty of Legal and Political Sciences at the largest university in the Republic of Guinea, General University of Saint-Aponte, Symphonia Conakry. That was my brief introduction as a reminder for all those who have just joined us. The news is making headlines. It's making the front page. A crucial piece of information has taken our breath away. The world is surprised. The world is astonished. That is to say, we will never cease to be surprised by the actions taken within the framework of geopolitics. While others are trying to mend, China, on the other hand, is seeking to destroy. For China, it's a means of deterrence. China has created a distant compact sun device to cut all the undersea cables. Maranatha, a compact cable. This cable, its job is to cut everything that is underwater. Undersea cable, what? Submarine, it's to cut. That's its role. You know, a few months ago, the undersea cables were cut. We have 3 major undersea cables that are used by the West. 2 were damaged. There are several, but 3 were affected, 2 were damaged, and the other was completely cut. And for the reconstruction, to piece things back together, the 2 were repaired. The 3rd cable, it takes 6 months to be repaired, and it costs billions of dollars. The United States of America had accused Russia. The British had accused Russia. They conducted searches, high-level investigations. They themselves found the result that Russia is not responsible for what happened. Finally, they said maybe it's whales, big fish with teeth from here perhaps, that come and cut the cable. So up to now, the Westerners are baffled. They don't understand what is cutting the cables. And when these cables are cut, energy can no longer be transported. The internet connection is disrupted. That's why Facebook, even by the way, had difficulties at one point. Globally, Facebook stopped. WhatsApp stopped for nearly 3 hours. So, China creates this device and China presents this device. It's a means of deterrence. It's like saying, beware. You know that America wants to push Taiwan against China, especially with the arrival of Donald Trump. The situation risks worsening. Because Donald Trump declared a trade war on China, and Donald Trump demanded the denuclearization of China and Russia. These states have not yet spoken. But China unveils a compact device for cutting cables in deep water, capable of damaging the world's most secure underwater communication and power lines. Yes. That is to say, regardless of the nature of the cable, the most secure cables in the world, this device is capable of cutting and disrupting them. While the world is looking for solutions to problems, China proposes a problem to the solutions. The solutions that are already there, which allow the world to truly be a global village. China proposes a problem. You see how humans are thinking. It's very complicated. So, China. It's the first time a country officially and publicly discloses to the world that it has a device capable of disrupting critical underwater networks and infrastructure. So, what are China's intentions? I really don't understand. If you understand, put it in the comments for me. What are China's real motivations? Is it a deterrent measure? Yes, we can say yes. It's like saying, well, wait, you pay attention to us. You just mess around, we cut the cables. You just mess around, we cut the cables. And those cables are the most useful. To the West, Europe, America, then to other parts of the world. So, in a very innocent appearance, the head of state of China is adopting this logic. What does China really want? Even I am overwhelmed. The world is overwhelmed, and it's unprecedented. There are some countries that have these devices, but they never show them. These countries hide it. When they want to carry out their needs, their misdeeds, these countries act. They execute, and then afterwards people wonder who did it, and no one knows. But China presents it officially and reveals the capabilities of this device, this system. So, are they then obliged to respect China? And later, when there is a cable cut, who will be blamed first? I think it will be China. China is putting itself in big trouble. The Chinese are getting themselves into big trouble. That's the problem. They are getting themselves into real problems. Thank you. This is the highlight of international news. So, thank you for sharing it as much as possible. On my side, I'll get back to you shortly. With new updates, this was the voice of your one and only samurai.